Hey friend, John here, and today I want to share with you how I play Sweet Home Chicago as recorded by Freddie King on guitar. Now this song is a blues standard. It's been recorded by countless musicians, but today we're going to be looking at a version that you can see on YouTube as well. Freddie King live. It's in the key of E. Now what's cool about this version is obviously there's some great guitar licks in there. There's a really cool turnaround and there's a shuffle pattern. So we're gonna be in the key of E, and here's what the first 4 bars are gonna sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got these cool little licks that he does in between the rhythm pattern. So we're gonna start out on the low 6th string and then the 2nd fret on the 5th string. Now we're gonna play those twice, and then we'll move up to the 4th fret on the 5th string, but we'll keep that low E in there. So then we'll go up to 5, then back to 4. Now, a couple things here. I'm using a thumb pick, which is what Freddie King used. He actually played a thumb pick and then a metal finger pick on his index finger. But you can play this with a flat pick as well. You just want to add a little bit of a palm mute. So instead of bring your palm down like this and you get a little mute to it. Okay, then we're going to go to the A chord. So we'll shift down 1 string, open 5th string, and then the 2nd fret on the 4th string. We'll go up to 4. We're going to do the same thing, 5 and then back to 4. So it's the same move, right? I just shifted it down 1 string. And this is the 4 chord. So E is the 1 chord, A is the 4 chord. So this is called a quick 4, and I talk a lot about this in my programs. There's different types of blues progressions, right? So sometimes you have a quick 4, sometimes you just stay on the 1 chord. In this example, we have this quick 4 going to the A and then back to the E, okay? And then here we're gonna go, okay, this is a little lick that King does. Okay, so we play the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, then open, hammer to 1, and then play the 1st string. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So you should hit that open 1st string on the downbeat. And then you kind of go back to the rhythm. So we're breaking up that rhythm pattern with a little lick in between. So that's a great way to mix up your rhythm patterns, and I'm going to take you through the rest of this tune. But before we go any further, if you're new to the channel and you want to learn to jam the blues anywhere on the neck, I want to show you the 5 quickest and easiest ways to play the blues scale up and down the neck. I put this together in a simple PDF guide, and I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmcclennan.com/bluescales. You can put in your email and this will send it to you right away. It's really going to help you out. Again, it's completely for free, so I'd grab that now. And then after we get through these first 4 bars, then we're going to go to the 4 chord and then back to the 1. Okay, so what I did here was I played the open 5th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string, same pattern, twice though. I'm gonna play 2 bars of A and then back to E. And then this lick again. Okay, then back to the rhythm. So here's bars 5 through 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now, one thing that a lot of times students ask is, they say, well, you know, John, I notice you're like bringing that finger up, and I just do that. I don't know where I picked that up, but if you look at Freddie King, he's actually doing the same thing. And you could do the pinky I think sometimes I do use the pinky. I don't really think about it, to be honest, but all of those work. I would say pick one, start with that until it feels comfortable, and then later you can mix it up. But yeah, I like to use, I think the reason why I do that is because I like to use a stronger finger when possible. Now, most people have a hand that looks like this, where it's like, you know, the pinky is a weaker finger, and so if you really worked that pinky, it still would never be as strong as the ring finger. So when I'm playing, that helps me kind of be more confident when I choose a stronger finger, although it does break the rules a little bit, right? Of like, well, you know, you should be going 1, 2, 3, 4, like a simple exercise, and that's cool, but sometimes we break the rules later on. Like if you're just getting started, that's a good thing to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, but you start looking at what players are doing, you start watching, you know, you watch videos of famous players playing and see what they're doing. And that's what I've done. I've tried to copy a lot of that stuff that I see. So from there, we get to the 5 chord. Okay, and this is gonna be a B7. So here, Freddie doesn't do like that kind of pattern. He goes to a B7, which this is a great blues chord here. It's from the 5th string down, 2, 1, 2, open 2. And what he does is he goes, okay, and he breaks up the chord like this. Okay, so what I played there was the bass note, and then sort of, if you're using a pick, you would upstrum. Here I'm just using my index finger to upstrum from the 2nd string. So, and 2 bass notes, then upstrum from the 1st string, bass note, upstrum. So you get this like, dum, 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 ba, ba. You get a little melody in the rhythm part. And this is one of the things that can make rhythm so fun, right? So many people just think of rhythm as like, oh, I just got to strum all the strings. But when you listen to someone like Freddie King play it, or a lot of the greats, there's all this cool stuff. Like, check out Jimi Hendrix. I mean, the whole beginning of Little Wing is just like rhythm guitar, but it sounds amazing. So then go to A. Then we go to E, play the low E string, and do this lick. What it is it's actually part of an E7 chord here. We're playing the 4th fret on the 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Triplets, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. And then you walk it down. Hammer, so that's all open strings, hammering to the 1st fret, which is part of like an E chord there. That's a little E triad. B7 chord. Okay, so backing up here, here's the last 4 bars. 3, 4. All right, so let's put it all together now. We're gonna play one time through this 12-bar blues. At the very end, we'll just end on E. Get set, and I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So work out those rhythm parts and those little licks in between, and then when you're ready, try and play it along with the recording. Now, if you really want to learn this stuff and learn to jam the blues anywhere on the neck, don't forget to grab my free PDF. I'm going to show you the 5 quickest and easiest ways to play the blues scale up and down the neck. Just go to johnmclennan.com/blues-scales right now. You can get it completely for free as my gift to you. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and for more blues guitar, check out this video next.